Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we are checking out a demo for Ambulance Life Paramedic Simulator. So we're going to test this out and see what it's all about. I haven't played this, so this is going to be the first time playing, and all my settings are on default, so they are on I think medium graphic settings by default. I'm not going to adjust it. I'm just going to leave it as it is and we'll see how that goes. So let's jump into this and see what it's all about. Display nudity on patient. Setting can be changed at any time later. Well, let's just keep that off for now because we are on YouTube and I can't be bothered to blur that out.
Welcome to San Pelicano. This place is home to some of the world's finest EMTs, and you are about to join us. Let's get started. You've been assigned to downtown. It's busy and chaotic, but this is where we excel. Your job? Respond to emergency calls all over the district. Stabilize patients in need and transport them safely to a nearby hospital. Remember, it's not just about speed. It's about making the right decisions under pressure. Lives depend on it. The faster you learn, the sooner you'll get the critical cases. Stay sharp and always be ready. Now get out there and make a difference. Show San Pelicano what you are made of. We're counting on you.
How about shut up? So we're going to follow the introductory training here. You can do callouts and things like that. This demo is actually nearly 60 gigabytes, so I think there is a lot you can do. But for this first episode, we will just run the tutorial and see what that's all about.
Here's our new paramedic. It's nice to meet you.
That is
I'll be
me.
overseeing your training today. Hop in the ambulance, and we'll wait for our first assignment from dispatch.
Okay, and we can run like this. Okay.
Check your map. It always shows you where the ambulance is located.
Okay, get into the driver's seat. We shall do that. Hold F. And we are running at like 30 frames per second. Okay, cool.
One person collapsed in a parking lot in downtown Pelican and is in need of assistance. Over.
Yeah.
152, Roger. Heading out.
Okay, she's going to do that for us.
Our first call out. Don't worry. I will assist you every step of the way.
You better do.
You can check out the full version of the map if you want to see our complete route.
Right, can we move yet? The ambulance marker indicated on the where we are. Yeah, okay. Call out is marked by 911. Okay. Okay, we've got to select it. That's what it is. We've got to select it. Right, let's get back out of that. And I guess we can drive now, yeah. And we will keep the... okay, so we've got... Handbrake is... Spacebar, typical. Let's get some lights on. Toggle siren,
Drive swiftly and safely.
Oh, it's driving on its own. It's literally driving on its own. I'm not even... That's weird. That's so weird. It's driving on its own. Okay, now it's not. That's weird. So it was like stuck in on the acceleration here. Okay, there's no other siren tones. It looks like it is just a single tone here. Let's make our way through this traffic nice and easy. We don't want to hit anyone like we just did. And it looks like we're going to be taking a left at the end of the road. Driving physics are okay. But I think that's because it's quite a large vehicle, so it's not that bad. Okay, we're going to be up here on the right hand side. It's got that typical Unreal Engine lag to it. But the map looks okay. Okay, we're going to be on scene here. I can see them. They're over here.
We've arrived. Let's assess the situation.
Yeah, let's do that. We're just going to pull up to here. Make sure we leave enough room to get out. Handbrake on. And how do we get out here? Okay, looks like it's R to get out. Okay, do we need to take any equipment with us? No?
Looks like this is our patient. They appear to be conscious. Before we begin treatment, we should ask the patient a set of relevant questions about their person and medical conditions.
Okay, we can do that.
This is called anamnesis. Try to retrieve as much information as possible. The more we know, the better we can help.
Yes, boss.
My whole body's aching.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened?
I suddenly felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
Is that it? That's it. Really?
Take a moment to further inspect the patient. You might find some more evidence while inspecting different body parts.
Okay, let's have a look then. Let's check the
We've
forehead
received
here.
new information about the patient. I already made a note inside the patient protocol. This is where we collect all relevant information about the patient and mark down newly discovered pieces of evidence. Take a look at it now.
No, just give us a second and I shall take a look. I'm just going to examine what we got here. Okay, I believe that's all of them. Okay, we want to tab that. Let's have a look. What have we got here? All the evidence you have collected on the current patient is displayed here. The information is critical for making accurate assessments of the patient. Review the gathered evidence and select a category with the highest evidence rating from the drop-down. Once the category is selected, choose the interim diagnosis. You will receive tailored medical recommendations for this situation. Okay.
These are the pieces of evidence you have discovered during anamnesis and inspection.
Yes, so...
For each patient, you will have to make an informed assessment on what could be the underlying cause responsible for the emergency based on the collected evidence.
Well, I mean...
This patient does not appear to be in any immediate danger. Choose a category and an interim diagnosis that fits the evidence.
Seems restless, stressed, nauseous.
Your interim diagnosis can always be adjusted during treatment. Let's go back to our patient now.
I really don't know. I don't know what these points are. I mean... I don't think this... We're just going to have to go with something random here. What does this say? Shock. Chest pain. He never said he had chest pain. Seems restless. Treatment. Recommended administer O2 mask. Attach. Whatever that is. Okay. And this is just something else. I don't know what that is.
Good. Let's put the patient on the stretcher and continue treatment inside the ambulance.
Okie dokie. I wish it was a little bit more informative. Telling, you know, I wish it would really sort of tell us what to do, rather than just sort of leaving it up to us. Okay, that's inverted really weirdly. Okay. Right, let's pick him up.
We need to assess the patient's vitals in more detail. This can only be done inside the ambulance.
Yeah, we can do that. And then I guess we'll just use our tablet to advise us what to do.
For now, there are 3 key vitals we should worry about: oxygen saturation, heart rate, and blood pressure.
Okay. Once you have measured the patient's vitals, all values will be visible here and updated automatically. Exception, blood sugar must be measured repeatedly.
To measure both oxygen saturation and heart rate, attach the oximeter's clip on the patient's finger. Diagnostic tools will then provide you with live readouts of the patient's vitals.
Okay. Tool bag. Okay, T. Tools are grouped in categories. Navigate up and down, switch between categories, left or right to select different tools. You'll find the oximeter in the diagnosis category. Okay. Diagnosis. What's an oximeter? Okay, this is the... Oh, there it is there. And how do I use it? That goes there. Okay, cool. Shove that on his finger here.
Next up, try attaching the blood pressure cuffs to the patient's upper arm. It will provide you with information about the patient's blood pressure.
Okay, we want a blood pressure cuff. Okay, it's giving us some good flashy things here so we know what we're doing. Let's stick that on him. And I've disabled the mini games, by the way. Normally every time
Vitals are displayed in more detail inside the patient protocol. Feel free to take a look.
Okay, let's go back to here. Wants us to go back to here. Okay, well, we don't know what any of that means. I don't know if any of that's good or bad. If you need to manage multiple patients... No, we're not doing that. We're not quite there yet. Now, it says treatment here. Administer O2 mask. Okay. Let's try that. You are finished treating the patient. Exit the ambulance and get into your driver's seat. Okay, so it doesn't really want us to go any more with this, though. I do feel like we should go through... Okay, it's not going to let us do it. It's not going to let us do it. Okay. We'll do what they want us to do. Now, there is mini games that you play in between to do the different treatments, but I've disabled it because, you know, we don't want none of that. Open up the map again. Okie dokie. And set a waypoint back to the hospital. Excellent.
All vitals seem to be within their normal range. This patient is clearly unwell. Let's take this one to the nearest hospital, just to be safe.
Okay.
I will monitor the patient during transport, while you drive us to the closest hospital. The patient seems to be stable, so no need to rush.
Well, they said there's stabilizers, no need to rush, but we'll go code 3 on it anyway, just to get us there. I can imagine this game's going to be become quite complex. Eventually it will become quite complex. And then it'd be nice to really get to know all of the different treatments and become a little bit of an expert. That'd be pretty cool. Shame we don't have a multi-siren. Change the tone as we're approaching the intersections, but there you go. And I had a look at that nudity on and off. Apparently it's just the women's bras that it takes off. So I don't think it's going to be full nudity, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay, we are almost there. So the traffic does seem to move slightly. It's not fantastic, but it does seem to part as you go. Okay, we're going to be here now. We'll turn that siren off. We don't need that on. Yeah, so I quite like the idea of having a tablet, and then the tablet gives you all the information you need.
And transfer their care to the hospital.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Nice job. This concludes our first call out together. If you need a reminder on anything, you can always check your handbook. All relevant information can be found there.
Okay, so this is our handbook. So what does this do? I guess this gives us how to paramedic inspection.
Shift's over, remember?
Okay, cool. Vitals. Yeah, it's quite a lot of information in here. If you were to read it all. And I expect you can learn a few tips and tricks on there. So our shift is over. End shift immediately. Is shift? Is it? Oh, there we go. Congratulations, paramedic. You have unlocked car crash callout, house fire callout, and stress attack callout. So there's at least 3 callouts that we are aware of, at least, so we know what we're doing there. And I think we'll leave it there for now. And join me in the next one. We'll do those callouts, and we'll have a look at what those callouts are. That was just a tutorial, and we'll get on with the callouts in the next video and see what that's all about. Till next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.